welcome back to the What Breakfast Sandwich Are You podcast, brought to you by your breakfast overlords. Here is bacon and eggs fiend and country gravy and biscuits Zayla.
Where are you going with this?
I don't know, it's our new podcast, right, where we talk about our favorite breakfast foods?
No.
Oh shit, what podcast is this?
It's episode 3 and you've already forgotten.
Yeah, what podcast is this?
We are the Peace of Mind podcast, where peace was never an option.
Oh, the Pizza Mind. Right, where we talk about pizzas.
And this is why there's postings for a new co-host.
Wow. Wow. Alright, well, I guess this is my last episode.
Professionalism hurts, kid.
Had a shorter run than... Actually, I thought if you're gonna go there. So, what are we talking about today, Fiend?
Well, before we go, are we really gonna roll with this? I feel like we've run this bit its course. So let's go ahead and get things started proper by going on with how's the day going?
I don't know. I just woke up about an hour ago.
It is 6 p.m. where you're at.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Do you you want to talk about it?
I don't know. I just one of those days where I either get like 3 hours of sleep or 12 hours of straight sleep, and there's rarely any in between.
I have witnessed this firsthand.
Yep. And I don't know what it is. It's just how my body works.
Well, tell it to stop work.
But a lot of those crazy weird dreams that I get to talk about happen on those days where I sleep for 12 hours.
See, I'm a normal person. I just get night terrors.
Yeah, I don't think that's normal.
What are you talking about? Thrashing around in your sleep, stabbing yourself with a fork while you're sleeping? You're telling me that's not normal?
No, not usually.
This is real, by the way.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And I still cannot explain it for the life of me, but when I get my night terrors, they hit hard.
Yep, this is, Fiend's waking up and he's screaming and we have to rush him to the hospital because he's got a javelin stuck in his neck. We're like, Fiend, where the fuck did you even get a javelin?
I guess I found it in my sleep. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street. You just randomly pull crap out of your sleep.
Yeah. Man, if I could just randomly pull stuff out of my sleep, I would have such cool stuff.
I feel if we had that power, there wouldn't be a single person on Earth.
That's a scary thought, actually.
Well, only if you pull the thought from a nightmare.
Is this like a Twitter thought or like a Twitch thought?
Just a thought.
Just a regular old street thought. Street thoughts! That's my new favorite cartoon idea.
I feel that sounds like something straight from the 90s.
Yep. 3 everyday normal thoughts. One day we're hanging out on the street when suddenly they were covered in a nuclear ooze. They were given special powers, and then they were turned into the Street Thoughts, a crime-fighting trio taking to the streets to save
the streets.
Everyday normal citizens with the power of thought.
This sounds like one of the most boring action cartoons. Well, I say that, and then I remember, wait, this is kind of basically what Static Shock was, and that show was amazing.
They would have like, oh, excuse me. They would have random like 90s phrases turned into like things like involving thought, like you need to have a good thoughtitude,
I hate it.
stuff like that.
I hate it. It's canceled. Season 1. Not even past episode 2. Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
Now, if this took place, like more currently, uh, they would have like, if it was like modern day, they would have PSAs, and it'd be things like make sure to take care of your friends and listen to their make sure to. God damn it, I can't even get my thought out.
Come on, Sonic
uh,
says.
Make sure you listen to your friends and take care of each other. Always be nice and try not to get into fights. Make sure to like and subscribe to each other's feelings.
You had me believing it was the most generic PSA from any of those shows, and then you ended it, and again, I am canceling it, episode 2. Because you remember that was a thing, right? Where they tried to make those millennial superheroes. I think it was like a Marvel thing, and it was one of the most... Oh, it was one of the...
Yeah, the one I can remember specifically, I can't remember most of their names, but the one I remember is Snowflake.
I think that was the one.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, this is clearly either someone that is a deep millennial and they're going with the stereotypes, or someone higher up that has no idea what a millennial is and they're going based upon what they read on social media.
It's all like stereotypes, but
Very.
they were trying to swing it in a positive way, but they were so out of touch that it didn't really work out so well.
Yeah, it was just awkward, if anything.
Yep.
And
more than awkward.
Like, I'm not gonna say I don't... Like, I kind of miss when you could have just a decent, action cartoon. Because as a kid, they were a bit more plentiful with that. But nowadays, it's like, you can't have too much violence on cartoons or anything. It's just kind of unfair.
It depends. I don't know if that's completely true, because there are some out there that are that have definitely pushed some thresholds.
Are they aimed at kids, though?
Kind of.
Which ones are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, things like Adventure Time.
Well,
for
yeah.
one. Like, a lot of that type of shows and stuff like that. There's a lot of that type of stuff.
I guess regular show also it would kind of push the limits every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Which, can I just say, my God, that is one of my favorite shows. I've been rewatching it. I adore that show.
You know what we need to watch together?
Close Enough?
Yeah, season 2 of Close, or the new season of Close Enough 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Close Enough, because it's basically like if regular show was allowed to be an adult cartoon.
It's so funny.
It's great.
It's so good. Yeah, we need to watch that.
Duh. We also gotta watch something else, which we won't talk about yet until the end.
Oh yeah, you're talking about...
Is this the
future?
end?
It could be.
Because if so, it is our shortest podcast yet.
And probably will be the most popular.
Ouch.
Well, they got straight to the point, and then they were done. So I guess it's
But man,
I liked it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just like thinking back of like the cartoons I grew up. I know I'm an old man. My cartoons were better back in my day. It's like, no, I know for a fact that like my cartoons were iffy sometimes. Like, even as a kid, it's like, oh, this is just bad. And we want to just kind of stick with what we knew as a kid, believing, oh yeah, this was the best generation of It's like, it was the best generation for us. That's the main way to look at it. It's like, we can say that it's the best generation, sure, but I mean, you have a newer kid that's gonna watch it, they probably think their show is better, and that's just to be expected.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Because I mean, would you really go back in time and say something like the Butt Ugly Martians was the peak of cartoon brilliance?
Or Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh wow, we're really going. Oh, that was also when they had the Little Shop of Horrors cartoon.
Uh, I used to actually. So there was a time frame where I would get really pissed off because I would have to sit through the Jumanji cartoon to get to Beast Wars.
Oh man, Beast Wars was it was cool. I like that.
And
I
then
wasn't even a big Transformers person, but Beast Wars was fun.
yeah, and I'd never get to finish watching an entire episode of Beast Wars because I'd have to go catch the bus and like 15 minutes into an episode or whatever. I'm like, no.
I was always a WB kid to where I would see stuff that was like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Well, that's the stuff I'd get to watch in the afternoon when I got home from school.
Yeah. Or on Saturday
Well,
mornings, which was the best time in a child's life.
there was one show I remember liking a lot too, and I don't hear anybody ever really talk about it. It was called Hysteria, and it was basically a cartoon show about history.
See, I never got to watch that one, but I did love the history-based cartoons.
Hmm.
Because there are a couple that come to mind. The first being the PBS one, the Liberty Kids, which honestly, for PBS Kids, it actually got a bit real with its history at points.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey kids, today we're going to teach you about the Trial of Tears. And it's like,
Oh,
oh,
oh boy.
I guess it's the learning time. And then the other
what if
one that comes to mind is oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what if they took it even darker, and they were like, today we're gonna learn about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh. Okay, kids, who's ready to learn about Edison? Which version? Edison. Oh no.
Who's ready to learn about the truth of Christopher Columbus?
Oh no. He sailed the ocean in 1492. Is that what you want to believe?
He sure sailed an ocean, but
And then the other one that I remember, maybe this is why I liked history class so much, but the other one I remember really loving, and I wish more people would remember it, is, do you remember the show Time Squad?
I don't.
It was on Cartoon Network, and it gave, like, small spurts of history. The whole premise was, like, there was these time-traveling, it was a squad, obviously, where you had the muscle-bound idiot, you had the robot that was a little bit flamboyant, and the kid that literally knew everything about history. And it was just like
Hello, kids. I'm a robot.
oh, he was like a robot that was all about cooking and making everything's pretty.
Oh, one of those robots.
And he was one of my favorite characters too, because he would not take the muscle guy's crap. He would always just give sass, and it was fun. But basically, the whole premise is like something in time would get all screwed up. Like, for instance, the Duke of Sandwich didn't know how to make a sandwich, and it would keep twisting to where, like, the robot would end up discovering it, and he would become this huge pariah celebrity, and they would have to figure out a way to swap that out with the Duke. And my favorite, though, is there was a time when they bring it down to the jail cells of the historical figures that refuse to change, and they have to figure out a way to just sort of fix them. And they just had Gandhi in there, and he was apparently the biggest offender because he didn't want to bring peace, he just wanted to dance.
Yeah, you know what? You're bringing me back. Memories of
History?
uh, Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Oh wow, we're really going old school.
Yeah.
I do remember during that time, it would also play at the same time as Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Uh-huh.
I freaking hated Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I would always get excited when that part of the show would pop up.
Oh, I loved Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Uh, I also loved Underdog.
Wow, we are going old school.
Yeah, we are. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
And he always sounded like he had something stuck in his nose.
I also another weird one that's I don't know how I feel about, or I don't think I really liked all that much was Hong Kong Phooey.
I liked Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah. Then there was also like Dudley Do Right.
You lost me.
It was like he was a Mountie. It was just a show about.
Oh, that. Okay, this is another one that connected with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
God, I could go on a full rant of why I didn't like Rocky and Bullwinkle. It was boring. It was such a boring show.
Yeah.
It was either so unbelievably slow, or it was so fast I had no idea what was going on, and it just drove me nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like Rocky and Bullwinkle that much, but I liked a lot of stuff around that time.
Yeah, like the stuff that came in from the side was perfectly fine, but then whenever the main show was on, it's like, oh god, here we go.
Trying to think of some other stuff around that time that I watched.
Yeah, I know, like, there was a lot of stuff that was,
of...
like, Boomerang related.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you had the classics, you had Flintstones, Jetsons,
You ever watch Deputy Dog?
I've seen Huckleberry Hound, or Quick Draw McGraw.
A lot of those old Hanna-Barbera or cartoons and stuff too, like Wally Gator,
Magilla Gorilla.
Magilla Gorilla, yeah.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera was a weird time around that.
I was a big fan of Secret Squirrel.
Yeah, that was one where I was actually trying to be a bit different. Oh, do you remember the New Adventures of Secret Squirrel?
Possibly.
Because they would attach it as like side pieces to Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Because the main thing I remember about that is the one episode where, like, I think the mole or the squirrel gets hypnotized by a bee and it gets really weird.
Yeah. Remember? So I can't talk about Secret Squirrel either without talking about Adam Ant.
God, that one I couldn't get into. That was another one that I just got bored.
Another one was Squiddly Diddly.
He was just shotgunning these out. Holy crap.
Squiddly Diddly was that anthropomorphic squid.
I think it was an octopus, actually, which is even more ironic.
Yeah, he was an octopus.
Because around that time was also when you had stuff like Jabberjaw or any of the other 50 Scooby-Doo clones.
Yep. So you know what's interesting is I talking about Squiddly Diddly reminds me of something else, and I have to go into this tangent. So I hated the Smurfs.
Thank you.
But I loved the Smurfs of the Sea.
Snorks.
I loved Snorks.
I hated any time the Smurfs were on. It was one of the most boring shows as a kid. Because it was so boring. I know people get really big on the Smurfs. It's so boring.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid are the Smurfs in which they're going to be able to be kidnapped in every single episode without realizing, we keep falling for the same tricks every time. Oh, well, Smurf that. It's like,
So before we keep getting into this whole type of tangent, like another Taco Bell situation, uh, should we move over to the main topic of today's podcast?
Well, I do suppose so, since we are talking about cartoons and stuff. You know what goes really great with cartoons?
No, tell me.
Well, I was hoping you had the answer.
No, I have no idea what's going on today. We haven't talked about it at all. You were
Oh,
just like you were just like I've got something, and
even though I did bring this up with you, don't lie to me like that.
nope, you're just like, look, you don't need to know shit, just be ready to talk. And I'm like, okay, cool.
You are lying right now.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You are a liar.
Shut up and roll that beautiful bean footage.
God damn it. We decided that we're gonna look through some of our nostalgic commercials because I don't know why, but lately I've been in a mood to where I just kind of like looking back at the old cartoons I hated as a kid and just kind of getting all the nostalgia fuzzies just by seeing them again.
Yeah. I go through phases where all I do is just watch commercials from the old days. Something that I never wanted to do when they were on TV, but I want to do now is
Exactly!
watch commercials.
And like nowadays, I've seen some newer commercials and they're so just dull. They're numb. They're not good.
Wow. I worked really hard on those. I worked really, really hard on those. I don't make those commercials.
Yeah, you'd think the Black Eyed Peas did at this rate because, for God's sakes, every car commercial or new computer has to have their music playing in the background.
God. It's because they're classic music now.
No, classic music is Beethoven.
Nope. Nope. It's like things that we listened to when we were growing up are now considered like classic rock or classic nostalgic 1990s to 2000s commercials.
But they weren't even new songs. It was just they would make what I assume is like they just make music directly to be on a commercial while also on their album. Because there was a time when I would hear the same freaking "It feels like I am just too close to love you" whenever it was like an iPhone commercial. It was non-stop.
But that song did exist before that. It just didn't gain popularity until Apple bought the rights
It's not a
for
good
that.
song.
Well, regardless of how you feel about it, it's popular now.
I hate it. Is it really popular? Is it?
Well, I mean, not now, but it was. And a lot of people actually did like that song.
So for you podcast listeners, we decided that we're going to have this playing for the visual audience, but if you're just listening to us, well, you'll be able to hear it. That's good enough, right?
Weirdos listening. Also, uh, yeah, if you're curious about the playlists that we're watching and reviewing, or the videos that we're planning on watching and viewing, we'll make sure that we throw it in the description below.
Yes.
Click it and watch it for yourself.
And we're already going to start on a classic, because I don't know if you remember this, but I do. And also, if there's like a random cut here and there, it might be because there was a commercial with copyright music. I didn't check these ahead of time. But there might be one where it's either controversial or has copyright music, and we obviously can't put those in, so we'll have to cut out that yada yada yada. You get the idea.
Yeah,
So, you got visual?
I got visual.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Do you know what this commercial is?
It looks familiar.
I guarantee the moment I hit play, it's going to ring in your head.
But wait, first, before you hit play, this guy kind of looks like Kyle Gass.
Who?
Kyle Gass.
Fill me in.
Tenacious D.
Oh, okay, now I see it.
All right, you can hit play now.
Now, if you do need me to pause, just let me know. Are we ready to go?
Yes, do it. Hit it.
Have we kept people in suspense long enough?
Yes, do it.
I have a structured settlement
Oh,
and
yes.
I need cash now.
IG Whitworth. 7 cash now.
I knew it. I knew it would come back the minute you
Yeah.
heard it.
877 cash now. Yeah, okay.
This is what I mean. Like, there was a time when you had like the smaller groups that would make the most catchy commercials that you would never use.
Yup.
Because I guarantee you, the moment this song started, people started to sing along to it.
Not only that, but you should probably. The funny thing is, they had such good, catchy commercials.
Yeah.
But it's such a terrible service. Any of those like cash now services are awful.
Oh, big time. But the commercials.
The commercials. Oh man,
You can already tell where this is going.
I already know exactly what's happening here.
Did you ever have one of these?
No, but I wanted one so bad.
There was a point in my kid, as a kid, when I wanted one, until I kind of had a revelation where it's like, wait, this is just grass.
It is just. Oh no, not the Chia Shaggy.
You gotta have a shaggy.
Oh shit, we can be Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck.
Yo, we can give Taz a fro.
Forget about original Chia Pets and Chia Heads. Collect them all. Chia Pets. Chia
Gotta get all of them.
Chia Bugs Bunny,
Yeah, that I
Just
find.
Chia Daffy, too.
Collect all
shelf.
these pots of plants
The gift that grows.
that won't certainly die within a couple weeks.
CVS, Rite Aid,
I always
Walgreens.
wanted one, and I don't know why. They're literally, yeah, just plants. It's just.
I had to pause it just because of Kmart. Oh my god, you can tell how dated this is just from that alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kmart is a garbage store.
It don't exist. It used to be good.
The last one I went into, it looked like someone had a garage sale tornado in there.
What's the last thing you can remember buying from a Kmart?
God, I was like below a teenager at that age. I can't remember.
The last thing I can remember buying from a Kmart is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Okay, I just remember what it was. I had gotten, it was like a weird deal where it was like a kit that came with a 3DS case, a couple of the small plastic holders, and Elite Beat Agents.
Oh, yep.
Great game, by the way.
This is true. This is true. Next commercial.
Went from Chia Pets to Kmart. Next up.
Eckerd, leading discount department stores and participating.
See, that just tells you how low this was. It was
Oh,
everywhere.
you got some stuff.
That's not stuff, Meredith. It's an Oreo
That-
dessert pizza mustache.
Yeah, you get it whenever you eat Domino's new Oreo dessert pizza.
I remember this.
Mine's just nice.
Domino's is garbage.
Give it
I'm
time,
gonna get
Kevin.
shot for that. Domino's is
Really think
garbage.
so?
I think so.
It's just a good commercial.
It is.
Domino's new Oreo dessert
See,
pizza.
it's a tortilla with Oreos on it. All Domino's pizza is tortillas with ketchup. You cannot prove me wrong. Domino's sucks. Okay, I got it out of my
I
system.
don't really have much of an opinion on Domino's. I haven't really eaten much Domino's.
Here's the right opinion.
However,
It sucks.
I don't know if it's in here, but Domino's did have a really good commercial. Another really good commercial. It was gotta be Domino's.
I also kind of wonder if there will be any Noid commercials.
I don't know.
I really like those stop motion stuff. I can't be certain though.
What's up with this dog?
We're about to find. Oh God. something bad would either happen if we'll hit forward or reverse. Let's take a gamble.
I gotta go to a lot of stores to get what you like. I'll be back.
What the hell?
Wait, I remember this, but I.
What the hell? I don't
Oh
think we-
yeah, this is like an adoption service, isn't it? Or no. No, yeah, it was for pets.com. Okay.
What the hell?
I remember that.
Thankfully, I don't think we have to worry about copyright with how that was. Are you serious? Like, was that just an online adoption site or an online store for pets?
No. Pets.com is like a online pet store where they, you buy pet supplies and stuff.
Okay, that's alright. I guess this might have been before PetSmart, like, really took off. So, you ready to go on?
I remember these.
Can you Lego? The Ego?
I remember these.
Oh god. Oh my god!
These like mini waffles that came in like 4s. This one has no volume.
Oh, these are gonna be different volume.
Yeah, but I remember these. I was like, oh man, you get 4 little waffles. I want one.
Plus, I remember just like the series of commercials with these cartoon characters, because the dad was making these different inventions just to steal his daughter's waffles. I kind of miss it when when commercials had continuing stories.
Yeah. That was always a good, like, fun. It actually made you want to see the next thing.
Yeah, like the ones that come to mind are, do you remember the Pop-Tarts commercials? Where it was just like a cartoon?
No.
They would always have like new flavors, but each one would bring about a different cartoon before the kid's stomach ate the Pop-Tarts. Maybe we'll come across one.
No, but you're reminding me of you are reminding me of the Hunger Get What Hunger Wants commercials.
Those
like,
I don't know.
It was like, I can't remember what the commercials were of specifically, but like some kids or somebody would have like an arm come out of their stomach to like grab the food or whatever and drag it back in and be like, hunger get what hunger want.
Cheerios. Whoa!
New Eggo Mini Pancakes, the microwavable, mini, and fun part of this balanced breakfast.
I don't remember the mini the mini pancakes.
I do remember the skits with the living Eggo waffles.
I do remember those, yeah.
But one part that always drove me nuts is it says it's part of a balanced breakfast. That is bull. Because if this is your breakfast, when you have pancakes, raspberries, a jug of milk, and a jug of orange juice, that is not balance.
No, but they had to say it's part of a balanced breakfast because you had to balance, like the idea was that you needed to balance it with other things.
And
Because
even
it
that
wasn't
was a
good
lie.
for you. Yeah. Also, turn it up a little bit because I can't hear them very well.
Okay, one sec. There. Come on. There we go.
Okay.
Also, what kid whose parent is so generous to let them have this many pancakes in one morning?
Yeah, that's probably the entire box.
Good lord, why is pancakes ticking me off now?
No, everything ticks you off.
Oh, didn't mean to mute. This is what I was talking about.
Okay. Oh yeah! I do remember these. No toasting.
What the hell?
There's a new pet.
Wait, what?
That didn't look like a regular commercial.
go back a little bit, because what did it say? Even they... Pause it.
Because
not even they would want them any other way. What?
What?
There's a new pet. Chia pet.
We don't need to go
Follow
through
the
another
pros.
Chia commercial.
You don't want to remember
Chia
Chia
Tree are
Pets?
available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth.
We already heard the Chia Pet.
Oh, God.
There's not much to say about this one that hasn't already been said.
You want to know what I do remember about it, though? There was another version of this where it was like 2 kaiju monsters. And
Yeah.
And it was basically the same thing, but it was like CGI and everything. But if you don't know about this, I don't know how, but just in case.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1.
Oh no! This is unlocking a really cringe moment in my childhood.
I'm kind of sad that they didn't. The one I remember is the one where it also has the turtle at the beginning. Yeah, I never made it without biting.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, they show all the different flavors that I swear to God never existed.
It's reminding me of a really cringe moment when I was a kid, and my friend and I thought it was the funniest thing to say how many licks would it take to get to the liquidy center of a liquid pop. And I once thought it would be funny to ask one of my teachers that.
Oh no.
And they just kind of looked at me like, what are you talking about? And I'm just like,
Never mind.
Yeah, it's one of those cringy moments as a kid that you think something's hilarious and you try to talk to an adult and they just like, the fuck you on about?
It's like people that thought why the chicken crossed the road. Like, you think that's funny. It apparently became a joke. It's not funny. It's just, eh. So this is the inside of a cookie.
I remember these. The warm and chews.
Who is microwaving cookies?
I used to.
Really?
Yeah, they would get melty and stuff. It's nice.
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, we make them warm and melty.
I never, ever would have thought about
Introducing
that.
the first Chips Ahoy made special for the microwave.
I guess I should have just let it play out.
Yeah, these
Chips
ones
Ahoy
were
warm and chewy
specifically
for that ooey gooey fresh
should be
baked
put in the
taste.
microwave. But
I think they want an encore.
why are they not putting those on a plate or something?
Look, they were doing a live performance. You gotta just let them go as they do. God, I have never thought about microwaving those before. That's weird.
Yeah, we used to do it all the time.
You're weird.
This is a strawberry Pop-Tart, and...
Oh, we were just talking about this the other day!
The timing. Oh my god. So, for those curious, for some reason the past couple of days, we've been making jokes about how toaster strudels are the rich man's Pop-Tart.
I mean, these are the commercials that kind of made that the joke, but...
I mean, they're better.
Didn't we bring this up during a playthrough of something that's coming out eventually?
I think so.
This will remember. Anyway, continue.
Like, toaster strudels are better than Pop-Tarts, just saying.
This is the warm, fresh-baked taste of a strawberry.
I have never been able to make it come out that cleanly. So help me God, that's the one problem with them, is that they're cream-like packets. They are so poorly, like, cut, that if you try to tear the top...
Not only that, but when it melts...
Yeah!
It looks very specifically like something...
That would get us demonetized. Ha ha!
And
I mean, like... Oh my god, there have been so many times when I just got scissors to just cut that top part off. Because otherwise, you go to squirt it out, it just comes out as one singular blob. And it's just...
And I kind of just let it do that anyway.
I like to make it pretty.
Toaster strudel.
Good luck.
See the difference?
I'm sorry. I see this image, and I'm just picturing the kid in the red shirt looking over at the one in the blue. My mom has money.
It's this. I imagine that they're brothers, and it's like one of those things. It's like one of those things. Like, tell me you were the least favorite kid without telling me you were the least favorite kid.
Pillsbury toaster strudel. The one kids want to eat.
Mom, he stole my strudel.
Switch to the new and improved Swiffer Sweeper Vac, and you'll dump your old broom. But don't worry, he'll find someone else.
Wow, what?
I remember this.
Unfortunately, I might have to mute it because I think that one will be copyright.
Oh, love it.
Whoa.
Who's that lady? Sexy lady.
Is the broom gonna get frisky with the plastic crane?
We're gonna make little broom.
Oh my
broom
god!
Flamingos. We're making little broom flamingos.
Hey, Mary, my lawn ornament has gone missing. Do you know what happened to it?
You don't want to know.
You'll find out in a few months.
Look beautiful, but having to water them all the time.
Brooms show up on the...
I love these kind of commercials because whenever it hits the gray screen, you get to see how stupid people are.
Keep it going.
Time can be a big job. Forget to water them, and they can end up looking like this. Give them too much water, and you can end up with a big mess. Well, now there's Aqua Globes, the hand-blown glass ornament that waters your plants for you. All you do is fill the Aqua Globe with water.
Like, this is an instance where this item is actually really good. It's a decent item, actually.
Are you as bad at taking care of your plants as you are your children?
Do you remember to overfill?
Then press it into the soil. That's it. Your plant stays perfectly watered for up to 2 weeks, and you don't have to lift a finger. Here's why. As soil becomes dry, it releases oxygen into the Aqua Globe, which in turn releases the exact amount of water your plant needs. You can't overwater, you can't underwater. Such a simple solution, yet so beautiful. Each Aqua Globe is individually crafted with genuine hand-blown glass to create a
come and take your plants like they did your kids.
That's what happens when you don't give them toaster strudel.
Work of art that waters the plant for you. Perfect for small or large house plants, hanging plants, patio plants, even finicky exotic plants get just the right amount of water. Just fill the Aqua Globe with water, then press it into the soil. It's that easy. No more constant watering or cleaning up the spills. No more worrying about leaving your plants unattended. No more dried out, drooping, or dying plants. Aqua Globes take the guesswork and the worry out of watering your plants once and for all. Call now and get a set of 2 Aqua Globes for only $19.99.
That plant's dead.
It's been too much Aqua Globe.
They should have gotten a different plant. That plant's dead.
In red and 1 in blue. But call right now and we'll double the offer and give you 2 more Aqua Globes free. That's right. You get 4 hand-blown glass Aqua Globes in red, blue, green, and multicolor. Each Aqua Globe comes with its own gift box and makes a great gift for any plant lover. That's right. You get 4 hand-blown glass Aqua Globes plus the gift boxes, all for only $19.99. This offer is not available in stores, so call now.
Ah, they cut out the number. Damn.
Good. Yeah, I remember my friend getting up and like immediately ordering it. And the funny thing was, it was the day I realized that she knew her credit card number by heart.
Oh my god.
And I was like, you memorized it?
I never thought people bought anything off of those commercials. God, we have a friend that's getting obsessed with this.
Is this Floam?
Yep.
Oh man.
Squishy, stretchy, and transforms almost anything? Foam is fun you can feel. Roll it, mold it, or cover it.
You can
That's the
feel
way
this
you
fun.
foam it. Look, now you can turn anything into a fabulous Floam creation. Transform this wooden fossil into a fierce Floam T-Rex. Turn this ordinary toy car into a foaming fast dragster. Or change this plain dollhouse
It's
into
basically
a
saying, screw the toys your parents got you. Get some Floam to actually make them worth
Squish
something.
it back and start all over, or let it harden and keep it forever. Look, clay is messy and hard to start, but Floam turns
wow,
into a work
if you're
of
having
art.
that much
Check
of
it
a
out.
struggle
Tiny
to play
foam
with
microbeads
Play-Doh,
magically stick
I don't know
together
if you
to
can be
form any
trusted
shape
with
you
this
want.
stuff.
Now craft fancy Floam to wear. Model creepy Floam critters.
Yeah,
or build an erupting
and
volcano
that stuff
of
would
Floam.
harden,
Plus,
and
mix
then
and match colors for any design you can imagine.
stuck.
Create
You
a
broke your
stylish
toy.
jewelry case or a funky Floam vase.
Well, I mean, that was the thing here. Like, part of what they said was, let it harden and keep it forever.
Take Floam outside
Did
and the
you
fun
stick
will
that
go on.
Floam
Floam
crap
your
on the
bike, a
window?
scooter, a skateboard, your shoes.
Take Floam
With
outside.
in your hands,
What?
the fun
A
never
car
stops.
covered in
Just
Floam?
ask anyone who floams, from parents to tots. Floam,
What
it's
happened
fun
to
you
the
can
license
feel.
plate?
Switch to Swiffer
And then you have
Sweeper.
to sell it. Like, when you go to sell your car, you have to be like, it's a 1995 Floam green Toyota. Another J.G. Wentworth.
Now for your structured settlement.
J.G. Wentworth, cash now?
Is this the I need money and I need it now?
Use it when you need it.
J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money
Yes!
and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now! It's my money and I need it now!
It's my money and I need it now.
If you have a
I can tell you as a kid, I was so tempted after seeing this commercial just to open a window. And you want to know what the funny part is? As a kid, I was outside one day, and just like in the distance, I can't tell you how far away it was, but I could just hear so far away, it's my money and I need it now.
structured settlement and you need cash now,
I love
J.G.
it.
Wentworth can help. We'll buy all or part
Just
of your
stopping in the
structured
middle of
settlement with a
traffic.
lump sum cash amount, so you can pay bills that have piled up as a result of an injury or an inability to work. Call
It reminds
J.G.
me of
Wentworth now and speak to one of our
can't
structured
remember his
settlement
name, but it was a
specialists.
TikTok.
You'll get a no-cost appraisal and have all of your questions.
Oh, I know which one you're
They
talking
made where it
about.
was like, it's not my money, but I still need it now.
My money and I need it now.
Go to bed, Jim.
Use it when you need it.
Call 866-386-3102.
I don't even know what it's selling.
866-386-3102.
Like, I don't know.
Bendo.
Basically, if you have like a settlement or whatever, like a cash settlement where you're supposed to be owed money, but you want the money now, they'll give you the money in return, like, but you have to pay them back later with interest.
So it's a loan shark.
Yeah.
But it's my money.
Well, you need it now.
Yeah, and it's my money.
Hey, what?
What? Benda who? Benda Roofs! The
Oh
amazing
my
flexible
God.
building sticks!
Oh.
Shape them, wrap them, stick
I
'em.
remember
But you can't
these.
break
The
'em. Magical
$30
wax over
pipe
super strong
cleaners.
string make Benda Roofs do most anything. Draw with Benda Roofs. No need for crayons
That's
or
not
pens.
drawing.
Just bend any colors and watch the fun begin.
I don't know how to
They
use a
stick and
crayon.
stay,
I just
and then
grab
look
it in
away
my
for
fist and
nonstop
pray.
play. Build with Benda Roofs. Make flexible snakes, a gorilla that shakes,
If you knew
or an
someone that
entire
could
colony of
make
Benda
this
Roof bugs.
as a
Benda
kid,
Roofs always
they
hold
were
their shape,
going
so you can write your
places.
name in midair and
Yep.
just hang it there. They even unbend to use again and
Make your
again.
name and just
Transform with
put it
Benda
there.
Roofs. Turn ordinary bottles into fashion models. Change a cereal box.
I'm sorry, I saw those dolls and I'm thinking, we're the Pop-Tart kids.
No, those are the rich kids. Their parents could afford more than just pipe cleaners.
into a guitar that
They got
rocks,
name
or
brand
paper
pipe
plates into
cleaners.
magical masks. Deck
Decorate with Bindaroos. Liven up
Look
legs
at
and
that cat.
frames. Put
Look at
signs
that
on
cat.
furniture and doors. Or make a picture on the wall and then remove it all. No glue, no stains, no mess. Bindaroos fantastic window art.
No,
Make
those things
gear for your
freaking
action
stained.
figures
I don't
or
know what they're
furniture and
talking
clothes for your
about.
doll. Bindaroos
That guy just turned
everywhere.
G.I.
In the
Joe
car
into like
or at the
a...
restaurant.
Exactly,
Use
it's
Bindaroos
like
to connect
you
the dots
already
or
got
make
the
coloring book
toys.
characters jump off
This
the
is
page.
just-
Turned the
Bindaroos
G.I. Joe
also
into
games
like
Wizard
a
Chess.
Middle East guy.
Okay.
I just, that's what it seemed like.
I'm looking at this and all I'm thinking about is just like, you know, the kid's already gonna be bored as hell of chess. Making them look like wizards isn't gonna change that.
My kid won't play chess unless we dress it up with Bindaroos.
We made our bishop look like a ghost. It's a sin against God.
Bindaroos jewelry or hairbands. There's so much you can do when you play.
Do you think someone would propose with a Bendaroo ring?
Hit play.
Bindaroos. You can get the complete Bindaroos Flexible Fun Building Kit that includes 125 rainbow-colored Bindaroos.
That's not rainbow.
Oh, there's the rainbow.
Popping neon colors. Everything plus the Bindaroos Fun
I
Guide
think they
for
put that in the wrong
$19.99 for
order.
shipping and handling. And that's
No,
not
no,
all. You'll
no, they're
Bindaroo
neon,
backwards
but they're
for
not-
Bindaroos, 'cause
we're
going to
missing some
double all
colors
the
there.
Bindaroos
Oh,
free
there's
with
the
your
rest of the
pre-order.
rain. Oh,
That's
no, no,
500
okay.
in all for the same price.
I need my
Here's
Roy
how
G.
you can
Biv.
call or log on to get yours.
What are you talking about? You don't like Bubba Vivi?
Bindaroos.com, does that still exist?
Check it.
Bindaroos.com. Welcome to Spin Master.
Okay, that's a cue that it doesn't exist.
Spin Master, entertainment doctors up a fresh spin on preschool with new animated series Vita the Vet.
Oh, wow.
Trending right now. Kinetic Sand, Monster Jam, Bakugan, Paw Patrol, Batman, and Gund.
It's one of those sites. Wow.
Okay. I guess they must have used to own Bindaroos.
That or they
Alright,
just
what's-
bought the website.
What's next?
You tell me he could afford
Whoa!
toaster strudel?
Fiend,
Yes.
we can buy a Bindaroos mega pack. $500 off of Amazon for $20.
I thought you were going to say it's $500. Holy shit. We'll think about it. Because we still got that. We still got
Wait,
that
they
idea.
still sell this in... They still sell it at Walmart.
I'm not surprised by that. Like, Walmart will sell basically anything as seen on TV.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it still exists. Anyway.
You're telling me his mom could afford toaster strudel?
Your mom let you have an entire box of mini pancakes? This sure is a commercial.
I mean, we could just leave it paused here. I think we got our commercial.
God.
This is a library, not a lunchroom.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Gusher's fruit flavored snacks. Gush a friend at bewarethegush.com.
I hate... It's commercials that like that make me hate goopy messes.
How many kids are bringing whole boxes of fucking Gushers into a library?
Enough, apparently.
I also just
okay, so
like...
we gotta...
What's up?
Dude, these kids look very sad about their snake.
I mean, they probably... That poor thing does not have the best terrarium.
No, that's too small.
I feel more bad for the snake.
Our snake is
I
boring.
replace your snake with fruit by the foot.
What?
Oh.
Oh!
The hunter has become the prey.
Fruit-flavored snacks.
Why
Just continue. I don't want to. There's a lot of things about that commercial that make me uncomfortable.
How bored are you kids? I wish my snake was food.
I let the rat survive. Did the mouse?
Yeah.
I love.
Oh, I paused at a moment.
We got our 6 feet of bubble tape.
Oh, I don't like these expressions are creeping me out.
This is some real monsters looking shit right here.
And then you got the thing in the middle.
She's a J.
I'm scared to press. Yeah.
Press play.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's see what Teru Teru does.
Do we want to dig into? No.
Nope. Let's just find out what Teru Teru does.
Oh.
What the?
There were a lot of things wrong with that.
Let's just keep going.
Nom nom. Nom nom. Oh, I guess that's the end.
Oh, that's the end. Okay, well. All right, well that was commercials.
Guess we'll. Yeah. Wow.
So, you know what? Let's just move on to the outro stuff.
We don't want to think about the gusher that shared his juice?
He looked like Teru Teru.
Honestly, we might have to do a part 2 of this. This was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah,
but
this might be a thing that happens again. I love looking through all these old commercials.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely going to make sure in the description to show you guys the video that we went to and also give a shout out to their channel because apparently they put up these commercials a lot. And yeah, if you guys love these commercials, just give them a check out.
Yeah.
So I guess we gotta do our ending thing. So. One more. So. What have you been watching or playing?
You mean to discuss for our segment, media and we?
I always forget that's what you named it.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of RimWorld.
Yes.
A lot of RimWorld. And my settlement currently has just an overabundance of monkeys. They won't stop breeding. The last night when I was playing, I made a monkey house, and I'm training the monkeys for combat.
There is some hilarious joke built into this.
Yeah. As for watching, you asked me recently if I watched the new South Park special.
Yes, the Streaming Wars.
I did. I did since you last asked me and we talked about it. I watched it. And yeah, other than the WAP part, having to listen to WAP, I thought it was really good. It was
and even then, funny. Where they put that song actually was just a funny part. That it was such a simple part of the movie, and it's just they decided we'll throw that song in. Why not?
Yep, it was definitely a lot of fun. It very much the South Park way of taking something going on and that people are bothered by and that they want to make a statement about.
And the weird thing is like the underlying story is also real.
Yeah.
It's like people are noticing the streaming wars part, but the whole basis is a real thing happening.
Oh yeah, no, and they also kind of like poke at fun at themselves a good bit in that one too.
Yeah, they've kind of came around on that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's almost like they took shots at Paramount Plus, which I found kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, they took shots at everything always.
But yeah, it's a fun special. I'm looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, I am too. What about you?
Well, I did recently play through the new Cuphead DLC, The Delicious Last Course. I gotta say, for the years that we've waited on this, it kind of showed that if you give them time, they're gonna make something really good. And it's only an $8 DLC. It's just one new area, but it's still fun. It looks gorgeous. It's an enjoyable time, and I'm kind of gonna go through it as the new character they dropped off, Miss Chalice.
Oh yeah. I watched Charlie, aka Moist Critical, his video of him playing it.
He's a legend. And then, oh boy, are you ready for me to go on a bit of a tangent?
No.
So, last time we met up, I saw a movie.
Oh.
I went to a theater, and I saw Lightyear.
Oh, you actually saw it?
Yep. Because I am a big Pixar person, I grew up on Toy Story, and I just wanted to see what this movie would be like. Oh boy. So, before I go into the movie, let me just say, this was one of the worst theater experiences I've ever had. Because I went in on the premiere night.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think, oh, so you had to deal with a bunch of screaming kids, you had to deal with all the parents that aren't really doing anything. It's like, no. What I had to deal with, on the top corners of either part of the theater, was a group of teenagers. And let me just say, they would not shut up. They were just talking room volume. They were laughing at stupid stuff. They were making comments at, let's just say, demonetizable comments against certain characters. And I'm just sitting there trying to watch the movie. And they're just, they won't shut up. They are just being blatantly annoying. To the point I think they had to get kicked out of the theater. And when they did, for some reason one of them just shouted out, "Shawty!" And it's like, how old are these kids? Is that still a thing? And I just got so annoyed that it's like, I'm just trying to watch a movie and I had to deal with this crap. And that wasn't the end of it. I know I just went on about, oh, I had to deal with annoying kids. It's like, I had to deal with an annoying parent. Because you had these little kids that they were just, you know, sometimes you'll hear them quoting the movie after they just heard it, and that's understandable. I did that when I was a kid. And then they start shouting that they're thirsty or they have to go to the bathroom. Their dad starts to get mad because he makes a comment at the beginning that he's going to try and nap through this movie. And he doesn't say it quietly. He's saying this almost as loud as the teenagers are. And I'm just sitting there, just ready to leave. I got so tired of it. And then the movie itself. To say the words mediocre at best is probably the way I would describe the movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a boring movie. The whole area of the theater didn't help, but Lightyear itself, it's just, I couldn't remember a single character besides the robotic cat. Socks he's the MVP of the movie. He actually brought good jokes. If he wasn't in the movie, I would almost say the movie was bad. Cause how do I say this without being spoilery? I think they even showed this in the previews. Basically, Buzz ends up sort of crash landing on this planet, and so he's trying to learn how to break through the time and space barrier so he can get everybody back home. Light speed, basically. Every time he does it, though, it advances 4 years into the future, So he stays the same age. Everyone on the planet grows older. And then it gets to a point where he figures it out, but it's so many years in the future, and at some point they got invaded by Emperor Zurg, and that becomes a thing. I'm not going to get too into detail because there might be people that actually want to see this movie, but I was just so bored. It wasn't exciting. I was thinking it'd be something like Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the old cartoon show. And it didn't have any energy. The characters I couldn't remember for the life of me. And it opens up in a very weird way. Where it does opening things where it says, in 1995 or 94, I can't remember, it might have been 5. A young boy named Andy saw a movie that made him get a Buzz Lightyear toy. This was that movie. And I'm thinking, that's bull. There is no way the toy came out of this movie.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a poster that came out around this time too. And I saw this poster and got confused because it shows Andy with all of his toys taking up 3 seats of the theater. And I'm seeing that poster and thinking, wait, but these toys have no idea who Buzz Lightyear is in Toy Story 1. I don't know. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't good. I came out of it just sick of all the noise and just wishing I saw a better movie.
Yep. I kind of got the impression from all the stuff I saw of it coming out that was going to be the case.
And it's unfortunate because you'd think that it's Pixar. Surely they could think of something great, like a space adventure. I'm not even a sci-fi person, but they've done space adventure before. WALL-E is fantastic. But no,
yeah.
it's just... I wasn't a fan. I'm sad.
Well, sadly, that's gonna happen from time to time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that's it for us, eh?
Almost.
Almost.
Remember how we mentioned at the beginning that we had an idea that we might be trying to make a thing?
No, I don't remember.
How we might be trying to watch something and then maybe talk about it.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Fiend. What are you talking about?
Oh, for crying out loud. So, everybody, we kind of had this idea from looking back at our first podcast episode. Because at one point I had mentioned how I had never fully watched through a certain series. And so, at one random point, we got together and decided, what if we went through that series and then talked about what we thought about that? So,
oh yeah, I remember, and that series is the classic, the wonderful classic Street Sharks, right?
Good lord, how old do you think I am?
Oh, it's not Street Sharks? What is it?
So, we're basically going to be watching through the Venture Bros.
Oh, the Venture Bros.
And the way we figured out how we're going to go about this is once a month, we're going to go through half a season. And then we're going to come on and talk about it a little bit. Now, we decided to do this so that way we wouldn't burn ourselves out on it with so many episodes at once. Because there's 7 seasons, and the first 3. The first 3 seasons have 13 episodes, plus a couple of specials. Season 4 is already split up for us because it's technically 16 episodes, but there's 8 in 2 different segments. And then the rest, it's just sort of 10 to 9. So we're going to start off doing just sort of half seasons for the first 3 seasons.
Yep. And we're going to watch it, and we're going to talk about it, and y'all going to listen, and y'all going to enjoy it, and y'all going to be like, that's some entertainment right there, and then we're going to be like, yep, get ready for the next one next month.
Heck yeah. Okay, now you can say the outro.
Okay, well, that was it. We're going with the podcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We had a lot of fun doing this, and we hope that you enjoyed watching, listening, and absorbing through some sort of scientific reaction, so you can pull the content into your body, and hopefully it helped release some good feelings and some happiness and some joy, and hopefully we all experienced an enlightening of sorts. And I just have to say that appreciate y'all for listening and watching, and however you decided to go through that process. And please make sure to let us know in the comments, if you have anything new that you'd like us to talk about, or any more topics or things that you would like us to view. And just give us a little subscribe or a follow or whatever. That way we can keep producing such wonderful things for you.
Good.
Yeah.
And hey, if you want through this and you think you didn't like it, well, watch it again. Just double check, triple check. And hey, that was the PC Podcast.
Alright, well, yeah, thank y'all. We'll see you next episode.
Later.
Goodbye.